Let's be real. If someone offered you half a continent of frozen tundra for $7.2 million, you'd laugh in their face, right? That's what Americans did in 1867. Newspapers literally called it a joke. They mocked Secretary of State William Seward for buying what they called an icebox, a polar bear playground, and Seward's Folly. But here's the twist. This so-called dumb purchase turned out to be one of the smartest geopolitical moves America ever made. Oil, gold, a strategic location between Asia and North America. Oh, and a landmass twice the size of Texas. Yeah, suddenly Seward's Folly doesn't sound so foolish. And today, we're going to unpack exactly why America bought Alaska, why Russia sold it, why people mocked it, and why in hindsight, it's basically the real estate version of finding a Picasso in a garage sale. Part 1. Why Russia wanted to sell Alaska. Okay, let's start with the second best reason. Russia. In the mid-1800s, Russia owned Alaska, but they couldn't do a damn thing with it. It was too far, too cold, and too expensive to defend. Imagine running DoorDash deliveries from Moscow to Anchorage. Not happening. On top of that, Russia was broke. They had just lost the Crimean War to Britain, their economy was bleeding, and they were terrified that Britain would just march in and snatch Alaska the next time a war broke out. So rather than risk losing it for free, Russia thought, fine, let's sell it to America. At least we'll get cash. Oh, and here's the kicker. The Russian ambassador literally pitched it as strengthening US-Russia friendship against their mutual enemy Britain. Spoiler alert, that didn't age well. Part 2. Why America almost didn't want it. Here's the contrarian part. America didn't actually want Alaska. Congress was like, wait, you want us to pay millions for ice? Newspapers compared it to buying a giant refrigerator. And to be fair, in 1867, the place looked worthless. No roads, no cities, no infrastructure. Just a giant frozen block filled with people who didn't even want to be Americans. But William Seward, the Secretary of State, was obsessed with expansion. He believed the US needed to stretch across the Pacific and eventually dominate trade with Asia. Alaska was his stepping stone. Everyone thought he was nuts. They even joked he bought it so he could go ice skating. Part 3. The best point. The jackpot nobody saw coming. And here's where the story flips. The best reason. Within just a few decades, Alaska revealed itself as a jackpot. The Klondike Gold Rush. The discovery of massive oil fields that still fuel America today. Timber, fish, natural gas. It wasn't just land, it was a treasure chest disguised as an ice cube. And beyond resources, think strategy. Alaska sits closer to Moscow than New York sits to London. In World War II, Alaska was a critical airbase. During the Cold War, it was basically America's front porch to keep an eye on the Soviet Union. To this day, Alaska is home to some of the most important US military bases. So yeah, that's $7.2 million investment, worth trillions in resources and geopolitical muscle. Part 4. The irony of Seward's Folly. Let's pause here for the irony. People laughed at Seward. They mocked him. They literally called it a folly. Fast forward a century, Alaska alone produces enough oil and gas to power entire US states. It provides fisheries that feed the world. It gives the US military a key advantage over Russia and China. And oh yeah, it's breathtakingly beautiful. Turns out the real Folly was mocking Seward. Part 5. Alaska's impact on America today. Now, here's something people don't realize. Alaska isn't just a historic deal. It's still shaping America right now. Oil pipelines, Arctic drilling debates, US-Russia tensions, and even climate change. Alaska is at the center of it all. It's America's launchpad into the Arctic, a region that could define the next century of global power struggles. So when you think about the Alaska purchase, don't just think about some dusty 1867 land deal. Think about a decision that's still echoing in world politics today. So let's wrap this up. Why did America buy Alaska? Because Russia was broke, Britain was scary, and William Seward had a vision that everyone thought was insane. And why was it genius? Because Alaska turned out to be a jackpot of gold, oil, fish, and military strategy. The deal everyone mocked became one of the greatest bargains in history. $7 million for a landmass that changed America forever. So next time you complain about buying something useless on Amazon, remember, sometimes the dumbest purchases turn out to be the smartest investments. Thanks for watching Unpacking America. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment, and check out our other episodes. Because history isn't boring, it's just been told by people who don't know how to tell a good story.